welcome back to my channel. So today I've just received something in the post from Tarte and I'm going to review the new Shape Tape foundation, but now it's called Face Tape, so it's this one here. It's very zoomed in because I'm going to do a full review on this. Obviously you know how last time they messed up, I'll remind you if you don't. They brought out a foundation and it was supposed to be this huge thing. It was supposed to be like the foundation of the best concealer that's ever come to planet Earth, and the shade range was atrocious. I'll put some pictures on the screen now of the swatches and everything. I think there was something like 2 or 3 shades for like women of colour, and it went so bad. Everyone that got the PR was talking about it and they must have lost so much money on it, and it was just a big controversy and everyone were talking about it at one point. I remember being on Instagram and seeing all over Tarte's Instagram that they'd either have to disable the comments or all the comments were about it, saying they needed to sort it out basically. So instead of sorting that one out, they've made a completely new one. So this is called Face Tape instead, and it's a high performance natural foundation. It is full coverage, flawless natural matte finish and infinite likes, which I don't really know what that means. But it's cruelty free, vegan, and if I remember seeing, yeah, that is what the bottle looks like. It is just like a standard bottle. It's got golden purple accents. I have the shade 12B, Fair Beige, which is basically like a cool toned, very pale skin. This isn't the palest cool tone one though, which I was quite happy with. But basically, instead of having enlarged doe foot applicator, they've gone for the pump, because that was a big major thing that people wanted with the last one. And they've gone to, let me check how many shades they actually went to. So now the new foundation comes in 50 shades with 5 undertones, I believe, and there is a decent amount of each category of skin shades. So you won't get too many light shades, you won't get too many dark shades. You've got like an even distribution of those colours. I'll put a picture of that on the screen as well now. Just in comparison, it seems like they've done a better job with making this foundation, but it all depends on the formula. Last time they brought out 2 formulas, which again everyone were a bit like, why? We just wanted one foundation to compare to the concealer and they brought 2 out. Fair enough, everyone's got a bit different skin, but one was hydrating, one was matte. Now with someone with combination skin, I like a matte finish, but I don't want it to suck all the hydration out of my skin, because then you end up with such dull looking skin. And I think the majority of people out there will have some sort of combination skin, whether that be in combination dry or combination oily. So we will see if this is any better. It's already on their like most popular purchases this week. It's on the most bought. So I don't know if that's just like a promotional thing or it is like actually one of the best sellers. So first I'm just going to go in with some primer, because every foundation needs a primer to go underneath it. I would usually prime under any foundation anyway, so it needs that fair chance. So I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Longwear Foundation Primer. I'm just going to pop a few pumps on my hands and pop that all over my face. So now I'm going to apply the foundation. I'm going to take my Real Techniques beauty sponge just there. It's been wetted, and I'm just going to pop a few pumps on there. It's producing quite a lot of air as it's coming out, but that's fine. And I'm just going to apply it to the cheek. Right, so far it does look really full coverage, like it smells really nice. Like, it doesn't smell too sweet. I hate foundations and makeup that stink of like fruit or chocolate or something like that, but this smells a bit perfumey, but not to the point where you'd like choke on how perfumey it smells, or you have to worry about like what have they got in this foundation that makes it smell so strong. It's just like a natural smell. So far I absolutely love the coverage. It seems to be going on very easily. As soon as I pressed it in, it spread so nice, like so even. It didn't like scrape off as I was reblending back and forth. And it's covered up. I mean, what is that? I never get spots on my cheeks, why now? But if you look, this is like a perfect shade for me as well. It blends so well with my neck. I don't know how that looks on camera, but in the mirror, that looks identical to my skin tone. But this is the shade with the foundation on, and then this is it without. So very, very good so far. I'm just going to apply a little bit more onto my sponge. Okay, so that is the foundation all on, and I will immediately say I absolutely love it. It feels so nice. It's like, I don't care about the heaviness of foundation really. I like my makeup to look like makeup. I don't like to look natural. But it feels so lightweight and it's so comfortable and it feels really hydrating. Obviously it hasn't set down matte yet. You can still probably see that I am a little bit shiny, but I've literally just applied it, so don't mind that. Not only that, with the dewy foundation, if it is, it doesn't claim to be, it claims to be matte, so this has no excuse anyway. But once you've got setting powder on, it usually is okay. It might come dewy a little bit later, especially if it's like oil based, but this one isn't oil based as far as I know. And it retails for the exact same price as the old Shape Tape foundation, £33, which is, I'll put the equivalent on the screen of what it is in dollars. And you get the appropriate amount of product, I believe. Yeah, you get 30ml, which is 1.01 fluid ounce, which is very, very standard for a foundation, so you're getting that good amount of product as well. But if concealer, bronzer, blusher, all the other bits apply just as good as this after, I will say that this is probably going to be my new foundation that I go to, and that's crazy because I have so many different foundations that I'm like, oh, I like it, it's my favourite, but I've never gone, wow, like I love it. So this would be great to have like a new foundation, what I absolutely love. So I'm going to apply all the other bits off camera, and if I have any problems I will say after what I think, like what I think to how the concealer applies, bronzer, because also when I ordered this, I got this little, I got this little set as well. It was in the sale for something like £8.60, which I think is amazing for Tarte. And you get a blusher and a mini mascara. So I'll be using the blusher today to see how pigmented this is on top, see how it blends with it as well, to make sure that there's no picking up of that product, making sure once it's down, because that is a big thing with foundations. I hate when you start blending other things and it's like moving all the product around. You don't want that, especially for a £33 foundation. It is obviously classed as like a higher end foundation. And then yeah, you got this little mascara, which I think is just so cute. Like the packaging looks like wood. I know it's not real wood, but like it's so cute. It's like tiki, like tribal. And the brush, it's kind of my kind of style. I do prefer them a little bit thinner, but I can get on with something like that. So I'm just going to do all the other bits off camera, and if I run into any problems I'll start recording again and show the problem. And if not, you'll probably see me with my face done and we'll have a chat about what I think overall. So just while I was baking, I have ran into one thing that I've noticed. I don't know if you can see it on camera. I will try and get it to zoom in. But right here, I don't really have enlarged pores anyway, but you can see all my pores here. I don't know if it's the primer I've used, but usually I don't need to usually use a pore filling primer. I just like to. I like the blurring effect, but this has really sunk deep into my pores. So what I might do is add just a little bit more foundation around this area and see if that improves it just while the rest of my under eyes are baking. but it's just them spots there. My nose didn't actually look that bad, and usually that's where you can see it, like across my nose. But everywhere else has been fine with concealer, so I'll just do that off camera, see if that helps, and if not, you'll see me looking a mess. Hi guys, I'm back. So that is the final look complete, and I absolutely love this foundation. It didn't move an inch, and usually my foundation or concealer usually like moves underneath, but it really didn't. I would recommend this to any skin type and tone as well. The shade range is amazing. They've done a really good job to like revamp this. It works well all over my skin. It's not like it works well on my dry bits and not on my oily bits. But I'll check in again tomorrow to see what my final opinions are, because obviously I need to check to see how it's going to last through the night. So I am going out tonight. I'm going to have some food and drink, see how it lasts through that, and I will see you in the morning and I'll just tell you my final thoughts and everything. So hi again guys, it's the next morning. Had a great night as always, and I will now just tell you my final thoughts on the foundation that I tried last night. So I am in love with this foundation. It's not drying, it's not oily, it's full coverage. It covered literally everything, but it didn't cake, it wasn't thick, it wasn't heavy, it was lightweight. I could barely feel it on me, and obviously I could feel the powder, because that obviously you can always feel when you've baked your face, but the foundation was just amazing. It made my skin look healthy without it looking like I'd absolutely slaughtered myself in foundation. I asked a few people's opinions, so I asked my mom and I asked my boyfriend. So my mom instantly said, your skin looks amazing. She said that sometimes, I mean, she's not my biggest critique, but in a way she is. So she always can tell when I've used different products, because she will ask me, she'll be like, is that a new primer, is that a new, what setting spray are you using, things like that. And she said that the foundation that I was wearing looked like my skin, but like a healthier version of, which is kind of what you want to go for when using a foundation. Later on in the night I asked my boyfriend, I said, what do you think of this? And I wish I'd recorded it. Next time I'm going to try to build up the courage to record myself in public. It's just getting past that first time, I think, because I used to feel quite bad talking to a camera, but now I feel a lot better about it, so I've just got to get over that next hurdle. But he said it looks really good, and he actually went into some detail. I don't know if it's because he had a few ciders or he actually wanted to talk to me about it, but he said that it looked lightweight, and he said that it looked like I was really healthy, as if I'd not got as much foundation on, but my skin was just having a really good day. When obviously, as you can see, I do have red patchiness, I do have a spot here, which it covered without any colour correcting or any concealer on top of. You could still obviously see the texture of it, like it's not going to do anything about that, but the redness was completely covered. And in my chin it didn't crack, around my nose it didn't crack. Obviously it creased under my eyes until I set it, and when I set it, it didn't crack at all. I had to do 0 touch-ups, like 0 through the entire night. And when I had a look in the mirror when I came home, I could have still not touched it up. It was amazing. I ate through it, I drank through it, I was laughing, smiling, there was no cracking at all, and it's just amazing. And I would say anyone that wants to try a new foundation, try this. Like, it's £33. It might not be the cheapest, but it's definitely not the most expensive. The next foundation I do want to try is the Hourglass Vanish foundation, but that's £51. Like £51. I can't afford that right now. I have been looking at some discount codes. I'm going to go to Leeds soon and get my colour match on it, so that if I do have the money for it, I can easily just order it online. But I think that will be the next one I try and use. But for £33, I could definitely afford this. I'm sure with a bit of saving, some others could as well. Even if it's just like your going out foundation, not like your everyday one, or maybe your everyday one, maybe obviously your everyday is more important than when you go out, it's up to you. But I would say definitely try this. I have so many different parts of my face that are like different types of skin. My cheeks are normal, I've got an oily nose and chin, and then my forehead here is dry, and then the top of my forehead is normal. I do have eczema on my chest and everything. I have got like a dry skin problem with my skin overall anyway, but this covered everything amazing and didn't make me look oily or dewy by the end of the night either. So I would definitely say that that is such a good foundation. So that will conclude my video for today. I would thank you for watching, and if you want to see more from me, please hit the subscribe button. I'll put it on the screen right now, or just go on it down below, just press subscribe there. Hit the notification bell if you want a notification every time I upload. I'm going to try and upload more. I usually just upload once per week every Saturday. No specific time, just when my crappy laptop can process it in time. But I am going to try and film more times a week and put them up more times a week starting next week. So you'll be hearing a lot more from me if you want to hear from me. Please give it a like if you enjoyed. As always, thank you for watching. It's been Beauty Kitten, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.